So SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. And there's some slight variations that are out there, such as attainable and relevant for those other two letters, but the overall message is the same. Now, I'll tell you, if you can master the art of goal setting and achieving, the world truly is yours. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was a master at setting goals, achieving goals. He set a goal to be the world's greatest bodybuilder of all time. He did it. Despite terrible English and a very unique appearance, he set a goal to be a movie star, box office smash. Everyone told him there's no way you can do this. He did it. Then he married into one of the most connected families in the world with Maria Shriver and the Kennedys. He wanted to be in politics, so what does he do? He runs for governor of the biggest state in the United States. Achieves that as well. Despite everything against him, Arnold made these things happen. He set goals, he hit them, he literally bent reality to his will by setting these huge goals and then smashing them down one at a time. Now, one of the habits that successful people have that unsuccessful people do not is this relentless setting and achieving of long and short-term goals. Now, beyond the SMART, S-M-A-R-T, there's other very important elements that you almost never hear about we're going to cover today in this video. So first off, it's always good to have long and short-term goals. What do you need to accomplish today, this week, for the month, for the year, for the decade, and what do you need to achieve in your whole life? Now, note I didn't say what do you want to accomplish, what do you hope to accomplish, but what do you need to accomplish? Because things that you want and hope for are never going to happen. Once these things go down on your piece of paper, you're doing them. There's no failure that's allowed. Now, something that's often overlooked in these acronyms is the person's mindset. And that's the most important thing to hit any goal. We're going to cover that after we take a quick look at SMART. So setting the goal, that's actually the easy part. And we're going to use weight loss as an example, something that's very prevalent in today's society, but it could be starting a business, completing a book, finishing any project whatsoever. So first is specific. I need to lose weight. Now that's different than I need to get fit. So you need to be very specific about your goals. You need to be measurable. I need to lose 40 pounds, and that measurement could also be waist size, hip size, whatever else. Actionable. Do I have the tools and the abilities to hit this goal? Yes. I have a structured diet plan that I understand and I commit to. Is it realistic? Do I really believe I can do this? Because your subconscious mind, it needs to be on board as well. And yes, it's realistic. I've given myself 6 months, which is under 7 pounds a month, and that is also the timely part of the end of the equation. So all of this, absolutely doable. I'm going to hit that goal. Now, if you were starting a business or a project, exactly the same thing. I need to set an online business that sells education products to university students. I need to be operational in 4 months, creating a profit in 8 months. Here are the steps that I need to get there. Now, the more specific your goal is, the easier it is to get there. Goals are really just dreams that have a specific timeline. So that's the easy part. Most people, though, they write stuff down and then they just lose the paper. Wasn't that important anyway? Unless you want to wake up one day and regret having wasted your entire life, you need to smash some goals. And to have some true X-Men superpower goal setting and achieving abilities, we need to emotionalize our goal. And this is critical. Your mind makes decisions based on attracting pleasure and avoiding pain. That's all your brain does when you really look at it. It avoids things that it doesn't want to do, and it approaches things that it does want to do. So the most basic example, your alarm goes off at 6 a.m., you hit the snooze button, you go back to sleep. 6:10 goes off again, you hit that snooze button, you go back to sleep. Now it's 6:20. You know that if you don't get up, you're going to be late for work or school, you could get into trouble, you could get fired. So until that balance for pleasure of lying there in bed is outweighed by the pain of possibly getting it fired at work, unless your subconscious has been changed this balance, you're going to stay in bed all day inactive. So make no mistakes, your subconscious mind needs to be in agreement with your goals from your logical mind, or nothing's ever going to happen. So using our weight loss example again, we need the pain of being heavy to outweigh the immediate pleasure of eating the pizzas or the ice cream. In business, we need the pain of being continually broke to outweigh the pain of all that work setting up a business. And of course, the immediate pleasure of messing around, doing non-productive things in our lives. We need the pleasure of being wealthy in the future to outweigh the pain of all this hard work we have to do today. Now, the vast majority of people can't discipline their minds to sacrifice these small but guaranteed pleasures today for a potential but substantial reward in the future. Our minds are programmed for instant gratification, even more so in today's world. But successful people are able to calibrate their minds to sacrifice the short-term fun today for long-term benefits in the future. Unsuccessful people, they're going to keep gaming, watching TV, wasting time, and whatever until that switch of pleasure versus pain is changed. So emotionalization allows us to literally program the part of the brain that actually makes the decisions. Because you can use logic all that you want, it's not going to work. It's your emotions that will always guide your decisions. Now, if emotions say you should eat a cupcake, believe me, you're going to eat a cupcake. So we need to fight back by emotionalizing our long-term goals and emotions thereof. So how do we do that? Using our weight loss example again, we're going to write down every reason that we need to lose weight. Able to play sports better, able to play with our children, to impress family or friends, to be proud of ourselves. Think of how much pride you would have after attaining this goal that so few people can achieve. Not to be out of breath going upstairs, treating yourself to a new set of clothes. Take the time to experience all of these feelings of positivity in your mind. Visualize how awesome it would be when you hit that goal, and all of these scenarios that are very, very positive. Keep these thoughts in your mind, particularly for when the ice cream is calling you. Now, next, what we're going to do is write down every negative emotion you're going to experience if you do not make these changes. Can't play sports that well, out of breath, keep gaining weight, be disappointed in yourself, potential health issues. Really feel these negative emotions that are going to be there in 4 months and later on if you did not hit your goal. Feel how terrible that is going to be. Now, if you're starting a business, think of how great it would be to have the freedom to spend time with your family, to not have to wake up to this alarm every morning, to have money to go on vacation whenever you like, buy a nicer car, send your kids to university. And conversely, again, the negatives, what's going to happen if you do not hit your goal? Have to keep going to work, worrying about job security, pressure at work, office politics, all of the negatives that are going to be there if you do not change. Now, if you really took the time to emotionalize these goals and keep running these emotionalization scenarios through your mind, you will have programmed your subconscious to have no choice but to hit these goals. That balance of pleasure and pain has been amended. Now, until your mind is calibrated accordingly, you're always going to fail at goals because there's no real reason, no momentum, no initiative to hit these goals. Nah, I don't lose weight. I still look okay. Nah, I didn't start a business, but I still have a decent job. You need that pleasure of future benefits and the pain of not changing to outweigh the pain of implementing those changes, or you will not ever hit your goal. For those of you who do want to start a business, there's never been a better time to get started. If you have no money, do affiliate marketing. If you have no experience, spend an hour a day learning. Right now, there are thousands of people who are hitting their goals all around you. There are thousands of opportunities out there, but you need to get started today, right now, not tomorrow, not next week, right now. Get out that piece of paper and get started. And I can step out my back door right now and go walk on the beach, do whatever I like because of decisions and sacrifices that we made 20 years ago. You need to set those wheels in motion today. And believe me, future you is going to be thankful. If you're interested in things like business growth hacking, success hacking, making things happen, come visit our new channel, the Medallion channel. That link is right above. We're going to look at real estate investing, starting an online business, even if you've got limited funds. We're going to be building a greenhouse. Regular viewers, you know what I'm talking about. And we're also going to be starting an alternative living development Think tiny houses, shipping containers, sustainable living, and a whole lot of other fun business ventures as well. Hopefully that's going to inspire everyone to get out there and make things happen. Now, for franchise and business news, keep here on the channel, like and subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Thank you very much for watching.